Did the Silmarils enhance Elven magic? Have you ever wondered about the legendary Silmarils and their role in Elven magic? These three remarkable jewels were crafted by the Elf Fëanor during the First Age. Each Silmaril contained the pure and radiant light of the Two Trees of Valinor. These trees were the original sources of light before the sun and moon came into existence. The light within the Silmarils was sacred and unmatched in beauty, making them the most coveted treasures among elves and other beings. However, it is important to note that the Silmarils did not directly enhance magical powers or abilities for those who possessed them. Unlike the Rings of Power, which were specifically forged to grant magical effects, the Silmarils were valued primarily for their beauty and the divine light they held. Simply possessing a Silmaril did not increase an elf's magical strength or skill. The elves who had seen the two trees and glimpsed the light within the Silmarils were considered blessed. This connection to the divine light was tied to their spiritual and cultural identity, rather than a direct enhancement of their magical abilities. The Silmarils symbolized a link to the glory of the two trees, revered by the elves. In Tolkien's lore, the light of the Silmarils was so sacred that, after the two trees were destroyed by Morgoth, the Valar requested Fëanor to release the light from the Silmarils to restore the trees. This highlights the Silmarils' role as vessels of divine light, rather than sources of magical power for individuals. In the adaptation scene in the Rings of Power series, the Silmarils are portrayed with a more tangible influence on the magical fabric of Middle-earth. For example, Mithril, a precious metal used to craft the three elven rings, is depicted as a byproduct of the Silmarils, light and power. This suggests a connection between the Silmarils and the magical properties of Mithril, which in turn empowered the elven rings and helped preserve the elves from fading. However, this interpretation differs from the original texts. To sum it up, within the traditional lore of the First Age, the Silmarils themselves did not enhance elven magic directly. Their significance lay in their embodiment of the sacred light of the two trees. They inspired reverence and conflict but did not confer magical abilities. Any enhancement of elven magic was more closely linked to other artifacts, such as the Rings of Power, rather than the Silmarils themselves.